What is up, YouTube? It is Thursday. I'm Laura, and you're watching Atomic News TV. And I made a little bit of a mistake tonight. I did live stream. I promised you guys a live stream, right? I did. I did it, just on the wrong channel. So, TKO, whoa! So I did live stream to the wrong channel. It's funny because I was like, when I first went into it, it said you can't live stream, and I was like, of course I can live stream, and and then all of a sudden it said I could live stream, so I was like, oh, okay, they must have just had a glitch. So I go into it and I start live streaming, and Mr. Atomic comes in the room. He goes, I'm not listed as a moderator, and I'm like, what? And so I fixed it. I'm like, did YouTube dump my moderators? What happened, right? And then Frank comes in, Kay from Let's Be Frank, and he's not a moderator either. And then I thought, this is weird. And then a couple minutes later, Mr. Atomic comes in and he's like, dear, you're live streaming to your backup channel. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, so I totally did that. I live streamed to my backup channel. I didn't know I could even live stream off my backup channel because I thought you had to be. Okay, I falsely remember having to have 1,000 subscribers in order to live stream. I thought, okay, but that's wrong. That's incorrect. I think I'm confusing it with 1,000 people to have a monetized channel. And really, my backup channel, it just sits there. Sometimes, like every few weeks, I'll post a few videos up to it. But most of the stuff goes through the main channel. And today I live streamed from the wrong channel. I went in, I think it was late a couple nights ago that I went into all my channels, because I have a third channel, which will be coming up soon. And I went in and changed my settings to be not kid friendly, basically, because of those new laws that are happening on YouTube and affecting, well, I should say affecting YouTube. So I wanted to make sure that, I bet, I had to update that too. I knew I did it on my main channel, but I couldn't remember doing it on my other channel. So I was logged into that channel and I didn't switch back to the main channel. And so when I went in, I just assumed that I was on my main channel, but I wasn't. So at least I know that both channels are updated, and now I can live stream off of both channels. Okay, great. But I might as well tell you guys now, there is going to be a third channel. It is not going to be news related. It is not going to be Trump or anything political whatsoever. I am going to have a review channel, okay, where I review various products, foods, candies, etc., because why not? It all started with this whole thing. Ragnar, shake it off somewhere else, dude. You're loud. It all started with this crazy little snack box that I ordered for my daughter, okay, where every month they send you this box of snacks from other countries, okay? So last month we got our first box and it was from Spain, and all the snacks and candies in there were from Spain. So I don't know what this month is going to be, but I was like, this is going to be fun. So I made everybody sit at the kitchen table and I was like, okay, we're going to open these snacks up and you have to try it no matter what. Everybody has to try everything, okay? It doesn't matter if it's spicy, it doesn't matter if it's weird, it doesn't matter if it's texture gross or et cetera, et cetera. Everybody has to try everything, and we agreed that was the rule. Everybody has to try everything. So it was totally fun. And then my daughter, my youngest daughter, Atomic Jr., she thought it was a blast. Okay, you guys, this is through Universal Yums is the website. And so I changed my subscription to the biggest box that exists. And this month we should be getting a huge snack box. But I thought, you know what, this would be fun. And I started, searching on YouTube of people reviewing products and stuff like that. And there are some people out there that do this similar thing where they test, foods and whatnot from other countries. And I was like, that would be fun. That would be like. Okay, not that this isn't fun, but it's just different. So I would try holiday things, like let's go to Starbucks and taste their new Christmas Frappuccino, blah, 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 blah. Even though I hate coffee, but things like that. Twinkies always comes out with like holiday Twinkies and cupcakes and stuff, and taste testing things and products and whatnot, because I do have a lot of opinions, obviously. I'm on YouTube, and I thought, okay, let's do something fun, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be called Atomic Reviews. The channel already exists. It has no subscribers. I haven't posted the link yet. I haven't made it live to upload any videos. I mean, you can go find it, but it'd probably take you like 20 pages of searching before you found the actual Atomic Reviews. But I'm gonna start that up in the new year. That's gonna be my third channel. So I'll have Atomic News TV, the backup channel, in case Atomic News ever gets shut down because of the topics I cover. And then there's going to be Atomic Reviews. And I think it's going to be fun. So, yeah, I live streamed to the wrong channel, but I'm here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give you guys a shortened version of what we talked about on the backup channel because, well, you could just go watch it on the backup channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit the like button. All right. I'm Laura. This is Atomic News. And make sure you're subscribed. Okay. In the description box below is the link to my backup channel. So make sure after this live stream that you go over to that link. Okay. Link on over, subscribe. And then if you want to watch that live stream, you'll have more details than what I'm about to go through right now, okay? But I'm going to give you guys the shortened version of it. I apologize that I did not live stream as planned last night, but my oldest daughter's friend was murdered, okay? He was shot here in Glendale, Arizona, and he's only 19. We don't know who the shooter was. We don't know what the motive was. We don't know anything, but whoever it was that did it left him there on the side of the road to die. And he died. And when the paramedics came, he was already gone. So I wanted to make sure I was home and available last night in case my daughter wanted to come over here, and have some mom hugs and whatever. So I didn't want this as a distraction for what she needed, if she needed it or she wanted it. So she didn't end up coming, but that's okay. I would have rather, made sure than been like in the middle of a live stream and cut you guys loose in the middle of a live stream, So sorry about not live streaming. Tomorrow, this weekend though, I'm going to do a makeup live stream because I'm going to live stream about animal welfare. Okay, there is somebody that watches my channel that is very upset about some things going on in the Texas area in regards to animal welfare and how they treat animals at animal control. And being somebody who works with animals for a living, and I've worked for veterinarians, I've done rescue, I've been a breeder, I've done it all. I see it from all angles. I try not to be small-minded in that sense, like some people are, where you shouldn't shop, you should only adopt. No, that's not me. I believe that you should have that choice in what you do, et cetera, et cetera. I have a lot of opinions on animal welfare, and we're going to talk about that this weekend. So it will give Atomic News viewers something different, okay? I know it's outside my political, immigration, Trump, illegals, border wall kind of, topics, but I think that it is going to be information that you would want to hear and you would enjoy, not necessarily enjoy hearing, but would bring light to a lot of things and make you aware of some things in the animal world. So it will probably be Sunday. It will probably be the normal time at 8 o'clock. But I'll update you guys in the community section. So we have 31 people here and 23 likes. You guys make sure you hit the like button. If you're feeling frisky tonight and you want to super chat, that button is that dollar symbol in chat where you guys are typing. You can make a donation to my channel. You can put in a comment or a question. It will pop up right to me for me to see. Or you can do the @Atomic News and it will do the same. Don't feel obligated to donate to my channel. If you do, thank you. If you don't, that's okay. I still want you here. I'm not one of those YouTubers that's like, give me money, or get off my channel. No, not here, not in Atomic News. So some of the things that I went over tonight, okay? Black Hawk helicopter down, okay? That was in the title of my live stream on the backup channel. So I will give you guys the full information on this because I feel that it's important and it shouldn't be shortened, just in case you don't feel like hopping over to the backup channel or you're tired or you have to go jump in the shower or whatever. So Black Hawk helicopter crashed in Minnesota. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Fire officials in Minnesota are responding to a Black Hawk helicopter down after a mayday in St. Cloud, Minnesota, about 76 miles northwest of Minnesota. I'm sorry, northwest of Minneapolis. Minneapolis. I'm fired. According to an NBC affiliate in the Twin Cities. A UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter went missing Thursday today, shortly after takeoff from St. Cloud Airport. The Minnesota National Guard said it lost contact with the helicopter shortly after takeoff around 2:05 p.m. The helicopter was carrying 3 Minnesota National Guardsmen, according to the news entity. The helicopter was conducting a maintenance test flight. The Minnesota National Guard released the following statement. On or about 2:05 p.m. on December 5th, 2019, the Minnesota National Guard lost contact with a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter while it was conducting a maintenance test flight that originated from St. Cloud, Minnesota. The Minnesota National Guard and local emergency services are currently trying to determine the location and status of the aircraft. The helicopter had 3 Minnesota National Guard personnel on board. Our first priority is the safety and well-being of our guardsmen, and our thoughts are with our soldiers and their families at this time. Since this article posted, a new article has posted to various news outlets saying that they can confirm that all 3 National Guardsmen have died. Okay, so they did die in the crash. Thank you, David. David says, God bless you, Miss Laura. Thank you for being here. Excuse me. So very important. Like I said in the live stream on the other channel, Mr. Atomic is a machinist. He does have the power, I guess, to down certain vehicles, certain aircraft in the military, if he thinks that a part may be dangerous. This could have been, I'm speculating here, but this could have been, a replaced, something was replaced or fixed on the helicopter and they were doing a maintenance test flight. It's possible. We don't know the whole story and why, but these are the reasons why Mr. Atomic will argue with military personnel, like high-ranking military personnel, saying, don't you dare put that in the air. Don't you dare fly that out of that airport, et cetera, okay? Because he doesn't want things like this to happen. So we don't know the whole story right now, but I'm sure it will develop. But we do know that they have died. So that's unfortunate. To have any military personnel killed, it's unfortunate. It's even more sad when it's on homeland. Okay. For military, I think if they were going to die, let's just say, I would think they would want to die fighting for their cause. Okay. The whole reason they're there in the military in the first place, to protect our country. But then when you die on our soil just because of a stupid accident, I think that would be harder for for any of the families to accept. I mean, at least it would be for me if it was my child that was killed. What are you doing, Ragnar? You being a good boy? You wanna come say hi to everybody? Come here. Oh, come here, big boy. This is Ragnar. He's one of my weenies. This is Atomic Junior's weenie. I love you too. I love you too. He's needy. He's a standard dachshund, so he's ginormous. He's like 30 pounds. He's huge. Very handsome. He's a handsome boy. He's got huge thighs, like a turkey leg. Okay, like, dude, this guy is built. He's stacked. He's rock solid, and he loves his nanny. Yeah, I'm not grandma or nana. I'm nanny, and Mr. Atomic is Poppy. Nanny and Poppy. So he has to sit like at my feet. He's a very needy boy. So anyway, going on though, some of the things that piss me off in that live stream, which I'll just touch base with real quick for you. I might as well just do my whole live stream over. I'm already here. I look like I just rolled out of bed though, I'll tell you that. It's my day off. I was off yesterday and I'm off today, and I really didn't put a whole lot of effort into me today, let's just say. So you'll have to excuse this, really. Just go for the information I'm giving you right now. So Americans are being billed, okay, this is from Breitbart. Americans billed $60 billion a year to educate illegal alien children. Yep. American taxpayers are being forced to pay about $60 billion to educate illegal alien students as well as refugees, the United States born children of illegal aliens, and legal immigrant children. Okay. During a congressional hearing where opponents of President Trump attacked his America First immigration agenda, it was noted that the burden of the nation's mass illegal and illegal immigration system, where more than 1.5 million are admitted every year, falls on U.S. taxpayers who have no choice but to subsidize the cost. In 2016, the Pew Research Center estimated that 3.9 million, or 7.3%, of kindergarten through 12th grade students in the United States were either here illegally or were the children of at least one parent illegally present in the United States. Can anyone tell me how much we spend on public education for that population of students? It's around $60 billion, okay? $60 billion, you guys, a year to educate other people's kids from other countries. Okay, so we are the baby mamas and the baby daddies of all these illegal aliens, essentially. All right, and we're paying for not only their medical care, their food, the roof over their head, but also their kids' education. Okay, we have plenty of kids in this country that want a better education. They want to go to a four-year college, but they can't afford it. Okay, we have kids that in schools in certain areas, okay, that need better after school programs. They need new computers. They need new band equipment. But we're stuck spending $60 billion on kids that shouldn't be here in the first place. And that pisses me off. And it should piss you off too. You know, I only had as many kids as I could afford to take care of. Okay, maybe I could have had one more. Would have been happy with one more. But if we had one more, we would have been able to afford it. We would have made it happen. Okay, we would have hustled and busted our ass to make sure that they didn't have a lunch bill at school that went unpaid. Okay. Because as a parent, that's your responsibility. You shouldn't be shooting out kids if you can't pay for them, if you can't clothe them, feed them, get them medical care, et cetera, et cetera. Shouldn't be having them. Okay. However, other countries don't think that way. Okay. We had the discussion many times in my live streams before. Migrants don't make good decisions. Okay. They don't. The only good decision they make is actually coming here and taking advantage of our broken immigration system. Okay, it's not good for us, but it's good for them. Okay, so that's a good decision on their part. They know they can do it and they know they can get away with it, and we need to stop that. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's quite disgusting. And I've joked a few times saying that there should be that there's going to be an immigration tax on our paychecks. There's a federal tax, state tax, Social Security. Why not slip in there immigration support tax? Because that's what we're doing. We're already doing it. Who's bow chicka wow wow? Who's that? Sorry, I'm reading that in chat. The other thing that kind of pissed me off. Is that they are jamming our ports of entry right now. Let me get this article to come up here. God, my nose itches. Asylum seekers jam the U.S. border crossing to evade the Trump policy. Okay, they don't want to wait anymore. Wait in Mexico policy. They don't want to do that anymore. Sorry, that's not convenient for me. So I'm going to make it happen my own way, and that's what they're doing right now. For months, asylum seekers have been prohibited from filing their claims at U.S. border crossings under a much criticized Trump administration policy. Now, some are sprinting down vehicle lanes or renting cars to try and make it inside the U.S. You know, they'll do any way they can, okay? Here we go. I'm gonna show you guys this picture. Those are lanes of traffic at a port of entry. I've been in one of those lanes before. I've waited to cross into Mexico before. This article essentially says that the wait time was up to 5 hours over the weekend. Okay, 5 hours. Can you imagine waiting for 5 hours in your car to cross the border? I mean, like, what if you didn't have enough gas and you just your car died there waiting in that lane? The article says that, you know, both sides, both countries, both sides are, you know, basically in need of people going back and forth to support Christmas shopping. Okay, people from the U.S. go to Mexico to get cheaper things for Christmas, and people in Mexico come across into the U.S. to buy things that maybe they can't get in Mexico. Okay, Tide, I don't know. No, a lot. There's like a whole illegal Tide laundry detergent like ring. They call that liquid gold. Yeah, they'll steal loads and loads of Tide and take it over the border to Mexico. Tide. I'm not even joking, you guys. Liquid gold. They think that stuff is the best. All right. They're probably tired of washing their clothes with Zote soap. If you don't know what Zote soap is, just go to your 99-cent only store and you'll see what Zote soap is. But the migrants' efforts are causing traffic delays at Arizona crossings because U.S. Customs and Border Protection officials had to barricade lanes used by cars legally entering the U.S. from Mexico. Okay, so they have to keep control of the port of entry. They have to control the flow, whether it be one way or the other. They have to be in control of it, or if they are not in control of that port of entry or in that section of border, chaos can happen. Okay, drugs, a whole semi full of drugs can come over, a whole semi full of trafficked people can come over. It's not a good thing. All right. If they feel like it's out of control, all they have to do is shut down that port of entry, which they'll do if they have to. They've done it before. They'll do it again. But these people are literally, okay. In Southern California, there are signs all over Southern California basically warning you of migrants crossing the road. They've been there for decades. All right. Since I remember these back when I was a kid. Okay. You see the dad, he's running, right? He's like this, right? And then you see the mom and she's holding the hand and she's behind her, she's holding her, a kid. And then the kid is literally flying in the air behind them. I'm serious. Like, go find that. I picture that sign on the internet. It's a dad, a mom, and a kid, and the kid is like flying, like they're dragging the kid so fast that the kid takes flight. Okay. That is what they're doing in these traffic lanes at ports of entry. Okay, exactly what's on the Southern California signs. They're dragging their kids behind them, and the kids are flying because they're doing this like illegally, and they're trying to do it quick and get through and get onto our side as fast as they can without getting caught. They come up through the sewer drains. Okay. The next article that I'm going to go over is in regards to the sewers. You guys have seen the videos on my channel. They're from, in fact, they were from Anthony. Anthony caught, video footage of people coming up out of the sewage drainage areas in El Paso, and you literally can look down the street and there's the port of entry. So they didn't want to go through the port of entry and do it the right way. They wanted to come in here the wrong way. They intentionally did it. Okay, so they come in through the storm drains and they pop up the manhole, look for cars. Nope, no cars. Okay, and then they run off and they're in the United States. Okay, there's video footage, if you go back far enough, of Border Patrol going down the sewage tunnels to try and catch illegals. Okay, but they only end up finding like a backpack and I think like some paraphernalia to like break or clip wire bolt cutters type of thing so they can get through the grates that are supposed to be blocking them from getting in there. They're going to come any way they can. And I just posted I think it was last night or the night before. If it wasn't last night, it was the night before, but somebody actually climbing over with a rope ladder over the new border wall. Okay. And then I posted the update from Border Patrol in regards to that specific video. Okay, so they are aware that there's footage out there of someone crossing with a rope ladder and making it over the new border wall, and they quickly discuss the situation. So that is up on my channel. Hold on. Hold on, where's that article? Sorry, guys. Where did I stick that article? I don't know. Can't find it now. Maybe I deleted it in the last live stream. But recently, it was like, I think about a dozen migrants had to be rescued. Because why? Because migrants make poor decisions. They decided that they were going to come through a storm tunnel, okay, the storm drain, and they were surprised by water. Okay, water flowing in, cold water. Why they would be surprised, I don't know. You're in a damn storm drain. But migrants don't make good decisions. And sorry, Ragnar is like trying to get my love here. And so they had to be rescued. Okay, they heard some lady screaming down in the sewer, and they had to rescue all these people out of the sewage drain system, and they had to be treated for hypothermia. Okay, welcome to America. Now you're going to get free health care to treat that hypothermia, right? And you're going to get food, clothing, shelter, all that kind of stuff, paying on the taxpayer's dime. Okay, that's where we're going to have that immigration support tax. I'm telling you, migrants don't make good decisions. That's why we had to rescue them from the storm drain. Honey, I love you very much, but I'm in a live stream. He says, but Nanny, I love you and I want you. I will come snuggle with you in a minute, okay? All right? I love you too. My dogs, outside of Mr. Atomic and my kids, my dogs are my life. So I can't tell him no. So the last thing that I wanted to kind of go over with you guys is that a Texas judge tried to order, or did basically order, We Build the Wall to stop building the new private section of wall in Texas. Now, I know I kind of let you guys know a couple of weeks ago that We Build the Wall was building a new section of border wall in Texas. I can't tell you where, because then all the weirdos come out and they want to go protest and blah, 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 blah. And then they, it's not a secure area. It's not a safe area then at that point. We would rather it be secret. But We Build the Wall is on their second build right now. They built that section in Sunland Park, New Mexico, which Border Patrol absolutely loves. They're doing it again in a Texas area. It is also on private land. But there is a butterfly sanctuary nearby who is having a problem with them building there because of the butterflies. Saying it's going to cause problems to the delicate ecosystem, blah, 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 blah. Well, last I knew, butterflies can fly. So if there's a wall in their way, they can fly through the wall, they can fly over the wall, okay? There's not a problem with wildlife going through the wall, okay? I saw several illegal jackrabbits cross into the US side through the border wall in Sassabee, okay? Several. I was like, there they go. Illegal. Okay. Jackrabbits can get through it. Okay. All sorts of little critters can get through it. Okay. But it's not going to stop the butterflies. It may disrupt, like, because the construction may disrupt some stuff. Yeah. But they're still going to survive. They're going to adapt. Okay. They're just going to have a split ecosystem, one on this side, one on that side. You know, it's really not that big of a deal. Just because you build up a wall there does not mean that all life is going to cease to exist in that area. It's ridiculous. Okay, so they filed a complaint, blah, 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 blah. So long story short, a Texas judge has tried to halt the construction of that area until things are resolved, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't have an update on that as to where we are with that. I'm gonna talk to She-Wolf with Guardian Patriots to see if she knows anything about that. And then I'll update you guys on the next live stream as to what's going on. But yeah, as usual, they're trying to stop the wall. And I think it's funny that there are still people out there that think that no new wall has been built, which is totally false, okay? It's totally false, because let's just say we're going to erase those two sections of the wall, the one in Sunland Park that was privately built, and then this one that's in Texas. We're just pretend they don't exist, okay? In Yuma, you guys remember back in, was it June, when I was in Yuma and I caught that group of people crossing into Yuma? That whole thing where they just have the crisscross vehicle barriers. That whole section is being walled. All right, they're building a wall there where we actually camped and where AZ Patriots used to go every weekend and camp and watch. You can't camp there anymore. You can't because there's all sorts of construction there. Okay, so anybody who says the wall isn't being built is lying. Yes, they're replacing a lot of the wall. So yes, that's true, but there is new wall going up. So if somebody tells you that it's not, that it's all fake, that it's fake news, tell them check out Yuma. All right, go get on Google Earth if you have to. I don't know how often they update it, but you're going to see construction there. Okay, and in fact, AZ Patriots uploaded video of the construction, I believe, and it's probably on my channel. I remember seeing it, and they are building wall there. Okay, so there is new wall going up. Okay, it's just the Democrats, it's just the left trying to undermine Trump. They want to undermine him for everything. It won't stop. It won't stop. And they've been caught. They've been caught in multiple videos basically saying we're doing this impeachment thing because we don't want him reelected. You know, it's simply because they don't like him. What is there? Typing one. What's one for? Oh, press one if you want the wall. You go, TKO. Disney Everett says 111. Yes, Disney really wants the wall. So the wildlife in those areas, around those areas where the wall's being built, they still live, they still exist. Those jackrabbits are still crossing through the border wall, just like those butterflies are still going to fly through the wall. It's not the end of the world. It's not. It really isn't. And you know what? They should be working with this. They should be trying to negotiate and work with this as best they can, because in the end, the government can claim eminent domain and just say, thank you, I'll take that. Hi, they did it with the Indians. Okay, we took their land. So who's to say we won't do it again and take somebody's private land? Okay, 5 miles this way, 5 miles that way, whatever, you know, and just build the wall there. They should be lucky that we are trying to negotiate and do it in a friendly manner, okay, and not just taking it, all right? Because we could. If we claim military eminent domain, then they're really fucked, okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. I know this live stream is only 32 minutes, but if you want the lengthened version of this live stream, you have to go over to my backup channel, which is in the description box below. The link, you guys make sure you're subscribed here and there, because if anything ever happens to this channel because of what I talk about, they try and censor me and other patriots all the time. They shut down my channel for a day. Okay, they've tried. And every day that I still exist on YouTube is a gift, and every day any patriot still exists on YouTube as a gift, because they want us shut down. It's their only way to try and stop Trump, okay, is to get us all, okay, not just Trump, but all his supporters too. They don't want us here. Well, too bad. I'm here and I'm staying. Even if I have to open up multiple channels and keep it going, you're not going to stop me. You're not going to silence me. I'm still going to talk about this. And so make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Make sure you're subscribed to the backup channel. If you haven't hit like already, make sure you hit the like button, and, you know, share this video out. Okay, every time I live stream, share that video out. I don't care if you share it on Facebook, if you share it on Twitter. I don't care if you share it to your brother's, monkey's, uncle's, sister's cat. Get it out there, because the information needs to get out there, because we're tired of the fake news. You fake news. I love that button. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I'll probably see you Sunday, though, with a live stream about animal welfare, and I look forward to that. So hopefully I'll see you guys then, and until next time, peace out.